What's up, Gila Golfers, and welcome down to episode 4 of season 1 on the Sweet Spot. And this week's episode is all about the fairer game. We're all going to be talking about women's golf today, and we'll be bringing you virtually to the HSBC Women's World Championship, which takes place at Sentosa Golf Club in Singapore this weekend. And who else other than my good-looking, charming partner in crime, Jonathan Punaya, to sit in with me and bring this show to you? Jono!
Yo, SP, you're looking good yourself. How's it being alone? How's it being alone in the studio? Unfortunately, I can't be there due to some unforeseen circumstances, but holding the fort well. And we're gonna have a great show nonetheless.
Give me a little bit more space. Yeah. I can reach out a bit more, and I can also have a bit more aircon to myself, bro. But I do miss you. I miss you, partner. Yeah. Hope to see you in the next episode.
For sure, man.
Now, for unforeseen reasons, Jono had to sit at home today, but the show will still be a fantabulous show because we've got a fantabulous guest, someone who needs no introduction in the golfing circles, also a popular golf commentator, presenter, and full of knowledge, Miss Kate Burton.
Yes, Kate's going to be an amazing guest indeed with her immense knowledge, and of golf and the ladies' game in particular. We'll bring her on a bit later. And of course, we'll have our usual segments like the Turn, the G-Spot, the Gila Challenge, plus lots of videos and content from the HSBC Women's World Championship. It's going to be a great show. I think we outdid ourselves this time, man.
Always looking to level up, Jono. Always looking to level up, right? So before we start up on the catch-up, let's say hi to our regular supporters. We got Elizabeth Chrysostom, we got Eugene Go, we got Ken Kudo, all on time already.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, now before we move on, Jono, let's take a look at what's happening in the world of golf this week.
Yep, there's been lots happening over the last few weeks, in particular women's golf. So we had Lydia Ko winning again after 3 years in Hawaii, and she kind of did the hula after the prize game. It was really cool. She said she needed to work on it, but well, extremely sporting of her to do that. And on the Malaysian scene, we've actually had lots of great news coming from the US, from the US college circuit, from Australia as well. In Australia, we had Jeanette Wong winning the Australian Junior Amateur, which is just amazing. She's super talented. Well done. We're going to see lots more of Jeanette over the next few years. And in the US, on the college circuit, we had Ashley Lau winning her first US college title, at the Indiana Invitational. So she plays for the Wolverines team of the University of Michigan. She just finished third again, and they're all gearing up for the NCAA regionals, and lots more Malaysians did well over the last few weeks. We'll bring you more updates on the Power Golf website about that. So good to see our college golfers doing well and gearing up for more success in the US. And again, closer to home, we have the HSBC Women's World Championship taking place this week at Sentosa Golf Club, and the Sweet Spot's the official media. So we're going to bring, not just tonight on this show, we're going to show lots of stuff from Sentosa Golf Club, but we're also going to be carrying lots of stuff on the Gila Golfers Facebook page over the next few days. And it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, so, okay, for this week's episode, for the giveaways, we're going to have 2 different separate giveaways tonight, Jono, because it's a special episode. And we are now official media partners with HSBC Women's Golf. So we are going to give 2, not 1, but 2 giveaways this week.
Yep.
Right? And we will flash 3 questions related to the show later. So keep your eyes and ears peeled from start to finish. Answer the 3 questions in one comment for the live show with the hashtag HWWC Golf. And we'll select 3 winners tomorrow.
Yep.
And the
Great
first
prizes
giveaway
there.
is this beautiful HSBC Women's World Championship official merchandise.
Yep. And signed as well.
And signed. That's right. That's right.
Yep.
And the second giveaway that we have today is none other than our Cobra Puma Trucker Peace snapback cap.
Correct.
Same
and
as
this
what's used on show's set today. So this is the back. This is the front. You want to get official merchandise? Stay tuned.
Yep. So that will be 2 questions. Answer those 2 questions in 1 comment with the hashtag RedSpeed. Okay.
That's right, sir.
For the Puma cap. I think it's
the Puma cap.
I think then you can look like Sean. But with the cap turned around the right way.
Look like Sean, please.
Okay, I think SB, it's time to bring on our guest. Time to bring on our guest, our lovely guest, Kate.
Our lovely guest, none other than Miss Kate Burton, all the way from the island of Singapore.
Oh my goodness, I am totally sensing a complete romance going on here between you guys. Thank you for letting me join you. I feel like so much energy. It's infectious. Great to be here.
Thanks for being on the show, Kate. Good to see you again.
Looking beautiful, Kate. Looking beautiful. I love the fact that you dolled up to see me tonight.
I know, only because you saw me last night where, my God, there's a before photo. There's a lot of
that. Kate.
Okay, that was after a rough weekend.
It was. And that's a whole nother story. I'm intrigued by your show. I'm intrigued that you have a segment called the G-Spot. I'm looking forward to finding out more about that.
Yeah, we'll get you involved in that as well.
Well, gosh, too many know the G-Spot. Amazing.
Okay, so Kate, for those of you who don't know, Kate's a commentator, broadcaster, MC
Kate,
at golf events.
You're looking forward to the G-Spot. I'm looking forward to you looking at the G-Spot.
Okay, and Kate's been a fabulous golfer as well. Used to represent England and Hong Kong internationally. She currently lives in Hong Kong. So in addition to TV and other gigs, she also conducts coaching for public speaking and communication skills. So yeah, a woman of many talents.
Oh, I don't know about that. Very, very few, but I'm very enthusiastic about golf and a bit excited that I've got a job this week. My goodness.
Yeah.
I did 20 tournaments last week, and that pesky virus stopped us all from strolling on the fairways and talking about the best players in the world. So excited to be covering a golf tournament, which is nowhere near the golf tournament, because I'm going to be in a bubble by Changi Airport calling a golf tournament on Sentosa. But it's still going to be great.
We're gonna talk about that later on. You know how they're creating bubbles for the event. They have an inner bubble, outer bubble, and of course, those of us who are outside the bubble.
I know. Do you want to be in or out of the bubble?
Yeah. Okay.
Kate, if you're in the bubble, I'll be right next to you, Kate. I'll be inside your bubble.
Deal on the USC.
Okay, Kate, just curious. You've been in Singapore for what, 20 years now?
You know what, Jonathan? And we've known each other a long time. So I was supposed to be here for a couple of years, came to the Lion City after living in Hong Kong. And Hong Kong was just totally wild. I thought, hang on, if I'm going to make it through to 35, I need to leave Hong Kong, come down to Singapore. But no, I played a lot of golf in Hong Kong, which was terrific. Really enjoyed that. Moved down to Singapore and then moved fully into commentary. So I've been commentating with the LPGA for the last 16 years. And it's awesome because golf in Asia, LPGA golf is amazing. There are so many tournaments. You guys know about the ones, you know, obviously that you guys have hosted, Sime Derby, LPGA, HSBC, Women's World Championship, China, Taiwan. You know, there's a lot of golf going on here because the best players in the world are all from this part of the world. So it's awesome. I mean, I feel like I'm in a good spot right now.
Yeah, indeed. You know, Thailand, the Thai golfers is coming up. Then you got the Koreans. We've got a Malaysian on the LPGA Tour, Kelly Tan, who just qualified for the US Women's Open through sectional qualifying. Yeah, that news just in today. So good for Kelly.
Oh, and she's a darling as well. I know. How can I forget the powerhouse nation of Korea when I was rattling on about Asian golf? My goodness me, whatever they're doing, it's so good.
Okay. Okay, Kate, as a former competitive golfer yourself, it must be amazing to see how the women's game has progressed over the years. You know, what are the main differences do you think between when you were competing on the amateur circuit and right now?
Hickory golf clubs. I mean, it was a long time ago when I was competing. So, I mean, that's over 20 years ago. I think it's been managed so well. You've got this talent pouring in to the LPGA. And in the last 10 years, I really think that talent has grown a lot because of the commissioner, Mike Wan, who could sell ice to the Eskimos. His leadership has been phenomenal. And it's actually a bit of a worry for the LPGA because he's leaving. He's going to be head of the USGA, a role he fully deserves.
Yes.
So who's going to take over from him? But it's not all about a great guy, even though he's played a really pivotal role. He's celebrated global golf, and he has given this platform for the very best to get even better. And I think when you're teeing it up week in, week out with the likes of Sun Hyung Park, Jin Young Ko, Lydia Ko, my goodness me, you've got Danielle, Kang, the Quarter Sisters. Everybody wants to get that little bit better. I mean, the talent is so deep. It's insane when you look at how well they play. And every year, we keep on finding new golfers that are thrown into the mix. And it's not really, I know we're going to talk about this, being dominated by one person as it has been. If you remember Yani Seng all those years ago, when she just had this stranglehold on the game. Yeah, Yanni. I mean, it's really sad that she's not at the pinnacle of her career anymore. But it's a funny old game, isn't it? Once it gets between the ears, then you start to question yourself, and that element of doubt creeps in. But I think these players are so much younger. They're so fearless, and they are ready to take their game to the course at a much younger age because they have access to the best coaching, the best training, the best nutrition. And hey, make hay while the sun shines. Do a Lorena Ochoa, play to your 30, pop 15 million in the bank account, and then see what else takes your fancy. I mean, it's interesting to see what these women are doing. Are they going to stay playing for a long time? Or are they going to do what Lorena Ochoa did? I'd like to see them to keep on playing because they are such supreme athletes. It's great.
Okay. Yeah, Kate.
Hold on to the thought, Kate. Make hay while the sun shines, right? So we've got a special edition memory video.
Oh, SP is going to join us right back.
I think so let's just look at this highlights video from the HSBC Women's World Championship. We'll play that and we'll iron out what's wrong with SP getting frozen later. Okay, I think we're having a technical problem. So anyway, Kate, let's carry on with the interview. So this week's HSBC Women's World Championship, marks the long-awaited return of top-class professional golf. Didn't that bring back some great memories, Kate?
Oh, it certainly did. It had the hairs on the back of my neck up on end. Wow, there have been so many good champions. There have been some playoffs. We've had different venues. We've seen some amazing scoring, and it's all come down the stretch. That putt by Michelle Wee was also the playoff with Angela Stanford. Lorena winning the very first one. Yeah, it really does. And it makes you go, I've so missed this. It's 2 years now since we've had the golf return to Singapore. And so I'm massively excited about this week. And judging by the people that are watching, looking at some of the people that are joining in on the chat, guys, do join us because it's going to be a cracking week.
Yep, it's going to be an amazing week. I just find it amazing that the winners of the tournament, there's so many former world number ones. You had Lorena starting off, you got Inbee Park, you have just amazing players. Paula Creamer, Michelle V, the pedigree of the champion is just amazing.
Oh, definitely. Amy Azlato. And they're all different kind of champions as well, aren't they, Jonathan?
Right.
I mean, you've got some players who aren't so long. Some, like Amy Azlato, didn't hit it that long, but she was the world number one and dominated at the time. You've got Inbee, who I don't think I would choose anybody else to hold a putt to save my life rather than Inbee Park. She trained everything in 2015 and 2017. And then Icy Cool Sun Hyung Park a couple of years ago to romp around the Tanjong course in a tidy 64 in that final round. That was something else.
Yeah, and it's an amazing venue as well. It looks like the new Tanjung is going to be the home of the HSBC Women's. You think that'll be a good thing to have a permanent venue?
Yeah, I do. It's a great golf course. I played it last week. I went out with my co-commentator, Tim Lowe, and we had a good look and to see how it was. And I was out also with Suan Heng, who we're going to be working together, which will be great. And it's stunning. And it's really got, it's matured a lot as well. Andy Johnston from Sentosa has done a wonderful job in the design and maintenance. Yeah, it's pretty swift. It's pretty spick, I have to say. Have you played it? Have you played the Tanjung?
I have. I played in the Pro-Am 3 years back with Suen, actually, and Benitio. So it was a bit of a wild game, But it was fun. I mean, I didn't do very well. I don't hit it very straight, so it's punishing if you don't hit it straight.
It's a really annoying game, isn't it? I'm quite pleased I'm a commentator now and I don't play.
Anyway, speaking of fabulous courses, we are due for our first segment of tonight. It's called The Turn, where we're going to visit this amazing golf course in Malaysia, Templer Park Country Club. Have you been there, Kate? Templer Park?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so we're going to watch our host, Marika, drive the Volvo XC90 to the golf club to check out its signature hole and foods. So take it away, guys. I think... Just check.
How are we going? The joys of being at the mercy of an internet connection.
Welcome to the glorious Templer Park Country Club. In this episode of The Turn by Gila Golfers, I will be tasting some amazing dishes and then exploring the beautiful golf course. Thanks to Volvo Sime Derby Swedish Auto, today we are test driving the spacious XC90, the biggest in Volvo's vehicle lineup. The Volvo XC90 brings you a higher grade of luxury. The hybrid technology promises you an uncompromising driving experience with excellent fuel economy and low CO2 emissions. This car also ensures your safety on the road with the impressive collision avoidance, park assist pilot, blind spot information system, and cross traffic alert with auto brake features. Wow, I am totally impressed. Another interesting feature of this car is the perfect setting for the road you're on. Choose between 5 drive modes to tailor the car's behavior to your mood. Great news if you're looking for the best 7-seater car. The Volvo XC90 suits your family packs as it easily fits up to 7 people. The Napa leather seats are also nicely designed with ventilation and 10-point massage for your back, offering you a relaxed feel throughout your trip. What is not to love about this XC90? Oh, and one more amazing feature. Do enjoy the beauty of the blue sky with the open and tilt panoramic roof with your loved ones. I am now at the clubhouse to have lunch before we hit the golf course. Paying tribute to Hideki Matsuyama for winning the 2021 Masters, we will be tasting the mouth-watering Japanese food, which Templar Park Country Club is famous for.
Your drinks, we can make ice cream. Enjoy your drinks.
Since it's a sunny day today, I'm having the Uji Matcha Ice Float, made from authentic Japanese matcha powder, served with ice and a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top. I really like the combination of the bitter matcha with the sweet vanilla ice cream. It just gives you that really deep, earthy taste.
Excuse me, madam. Your lunch, here's chuka.
Thank you so much. It's delicious.
Enjoy your lunch.
So my first meal is the hiyashi chuka, a cold Japanese ramen noodle, served with some vegetables, mushrooms, shredded chicken, in a lovely tangy sauce. Itadakimasu! The tanginess in the sauce really brings out the flavor in the vegetables and in the chicken, and it's very, very refreshing. So up next is the beef katsu curry rice, which is a combination of a Japanese curry and a breaded beef cutlet, served with some salad and fruit. The curry is really, really well fragranced and spiced, and the crunchiness of the breaded covering on the beef cutlet is really pleasant. Now that I have lunch, we can head to the course, and I can't wait to explore. However, first we need to see if these meals fall into the not so Gila, Gila good, or Gila awesome meter. Let's find out. Templar Park Country Club is undoubtedly one of the most scenic and spectacular golf courses in Malaysia. Built amidst the majestic limestone hills dominated by the towering Bukit Takun, the Templar Park layout was designed by Japanese golfing legend Jumbo Ozaki and architect Kentaro Sato. The golf course was created in perfect harmony with its pristine natural surroundings. Located next to the Templar Park Forest Reserve and just in half an hour's drive from KL City, the Past 72 golf course stretches over 7,000 yards and demands precision from tee to green. Numerous water hazards and sand traps guard the route to the tricky greens, while dense forest awaits to punish wayward shots. Opened for play in 1990 as the first Japanese-owned and managed golf club in the country, Templar Park has hosted the Malaysian Open on no less than 3 occasions. Now we are here at Templar Park's signature 18th hole. The dramatic par 4 18th curves almost 90 degrees left around a huge lake. Here with me today is Datuk Mani, Managing Director of Templar Park Country Club. It's very nice to meet you, Datuk.
Likewise, nice to meet you too.
So Datuk, please tell me, what makes this the club's signature hole?
Okay, if you take a look at this from where we are now, you have the clubhouse, Bukit Takun, majestically there with the fountain. So it's a very picturesque hole.
It is absolutely breathtaking. Yeah. So Datuk, for my second question, what advice do you have for different levels of players when playing this hole?
Okay, what I suggest for beginners, average golfers, they should just use a 7-iron, go across on the right to the fairway, you'll have a decent second shot into the green. But for a good player, you can just pull up your driver, about 180 yards to carry the pawn. Just be straight, no slices, no hooks, you are safe.
Awesome.
And then you have a very decent second shot right onto the green.
Yeah, great stuff. So Datuk, if you decide to play it safe on your right, what are the challenges that you face in your second shot?
Okay, if you take a look at the green, it's elevated and horizontal. So you will need to have a proper shot because before the green, you have a huge bunker and you also have one behind the green. So you need to have a precise shot to land before the green so that the ball rolls up onto the green.
So Datuk, I've heard that the grass on the greens are locally cultivated. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
Yeah, this grass on the green is actually called satiri, and it's cultivated locally by UPM, local university here. and it's pretty good. And we've been using it since 2008.
Templar Park Country Club is amazing. I really enjoyed playing the Japanese-style golf course. Thank you so much for joining me today. Which golf course do you think we should check out next? Tune into the next episode to find out. This is Marika signing off. The Turn is sponsored by Cobra Puma Golf, Volvo Sam Derby Swedish Auto. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and follow Gila Golfers' social media channels.
Now that was a spectacular golf course, wasn't it?
Geez, I would love to go and play there. Absolutely. Has Marika got the best job in golf?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's actually she's actually a teacher, though.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
My God, that limestone in the background as well. I play golf a little bit in Malaysia, but not there. But when those borders break down, I'm coming over, and the three of us are going to head out, have a three ball.
Yeah. Which golf courses have you played in Malaysia?
Well, so we've got Sarjana, Sime Derby, TPC, KL,
Okay.
Glen Marie. So those ones from the Eurasia Cup. But yeah, not that one. It's now on my list.
That's on your bucket list, and three of us are going to have a. I was going to say three.
We will be there, Kate. We'll be there with you.
It's all coming out in this show.
Anyway, you mentioned earlier you played the Tanjong course last week, so condition must be superb, right? Just a week before the event.
Oh, wow. I mean, they hold themselves to such a high standard. Rodney McEwen and his team at Sentosa, they've got 80 green staff there as well, working on both courses. But it's absolutely stunning. There's a few changes this year. We've got more trees planted. The greens are slick. It's a fair golf course, but it's going to be tough. And I think it's going, there's a couple of holes that are really going to get the players' attention from off the tee. It's a second shot golf course, so you've got to know what you're doing and get your distances just right.
Okay, yeah, look forward to the event. I'm sure we'll see another exciting finish on the 18th hole next to the Hexagon marquee. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. So now, actually, the HSBC Women's
All right,
World Championship.
the HSBC,
Sean, you're back.
Hey!
the HSBC
welcome
World Championships. Yeah, we've had many sponsors. And one of them is the Cobra Puma Golf. And right here with me is the brand new golf club that has just arrived. The Red Speed driver from Cobra Puma Golf. Right? Look at the new technology that we have.
Wow.
Kate, I will let you try this when we play Templar Park. You are going to be loving this brand new driver.
Where's mine?
Hey, looking at your background,
Yours is coming,
how many
Jolo.
spots and hats have you got there? You got plenty of gear.
Who, me?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like a golf shop behind you.
Lots, yeah. But not the Red Speed. Not the Red Speed.
Now, right, to find out more about the Red Speed, let's listen to our Touring Pro Tour golf coach, Mr. Ng Shen Wei, who tested out the new Red Speed at RGT Technologies recently. Let's check it out.
Hi everyone, my name is Ng Shen Wei. Today we are here at the RGT Technology store in Planet Jaya to take a look at the new Cobra Red Speed drivers and the innovative technology that sets them apart from the others. The Red Speed driver range is inspired by its key innovative technology, radial weighting, where the entire lineup is designed to maximize performance for full spectrum of players. This is achieved through optimized weighting and an array of advanced technologies that we can move the head, the placement of the weights around the head more towards the front, towards the back, more towards the heel or more towards the toe. Radial weighting is a concept derived from an engineering formula in F1 called radius of gyration, which is basically the distance from the center of gravity to each weight or technology kind of location. By increasing the radius gyration and distance between the front, the back, the heel, the toe, the ideal blend of fast ball speed, low spin, and forgiveness is created. Additional technologies in the red speed drivers include a titanium T-bar speed chassis, a thin ply carbon fiber crown, and a CNC mill infinity face. Different golfers have different swing characteristics and thus have a different preference when choosing a driver. The red speed driver range offers 3 models, each featuring a unique weight distribution to create distinct performance parameters. The standard red speed driver has forward bias radial weighting and is designed for golfers with faster swing speeds who want distance with low spin and trajectory control. The red speed XB driver, XB stands for extreme back, features rear bias radial weighting and is ideal for players who want distance through faster ball speeds, consistency across the face, along with forgiveness and stability. Last but not least is the red speed XD, which XD stands for extreme draw, where the radial weighting is biased towards the heel. This promotes face closure at impact, which helps golfers who have a slice tendency to hit it straighter or maybe even create a draw. Golfers who come to RGT Technology can head up to the first floor, where there is an indoor hitting cage to try out a wide range of demo clubs. Just make an appointment with them and you can test their new Cobra Red Speed drivers. The hitting cage is equipped with TrackMan, so RGT's trained personnel can look at the numbers and advise which model is best suited for you. RGT Technology has a fabulous promotion going on right now for the Cobra Red Speed drivers, where every purchase comes with a free travel gadget pouch. Wishing you long and straight drives with Cobra Red Speed.
Wow, that was great.
So it guarantees long and straight. Then please may I have
Correct.
one? Excellent.
Yep.
That's where
Me
I'm going
too.
next.
Me too.
Cool.
Yeah, so as Shenwei mentioned, if you buy one now, but you got to come down to KL to RGT Technology. So if you buy one from RGT Technology, you get a free travel pouch from us, the Sweet Spot. And this starts on April 29 and ends in June, exclusively at RGT Technology. So go on over. And Kate,
I'll come on over, but then I've got 2 weeks quarantine plus another week
Yeah.
at home. If the driver's worth it, I'll consider it.
yeah. So anyway, let's get back to the interview, Kate. It's been exciting times for ladies golf with Patty Tavatanakit claiming her maiden LPGA title in a major at the ANA Inspiration. Lydia Ko winning again in Hawaii, ending a 3-year drought. So I think women's professional golf is in a really good spot right now. You got Olga playing well, Inbee's playing well as well. You got the Patties and all the younger players, the Corder sisters are playing well. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I was looking at the pairings that have come out this afternoon. If you go onto lpga.com, you can have a look and here are the pairings. And it's really hard to try and pick out a winner. In the men's game, you'd have, a few players would dominate. Woods, McIlroy, Koepka. But here, there literally are 12 players that have got a really good shout of lifting up the trophy. And I'm so excited to see Patty Tavatanakit play because she hasn't played in this event before. But, I mean, guys, think about this. This player, this girl's 21 years old. Her rookie year, she goes and wins the ANA. Her driving distance, if anybody
phenomenal.
If anybody can top it, 323 yards, which was her average drive. Let's put that into perspective. That's longer than Bryson DeChambeau, on his average drives. So she was longer that week at the ANA. Now, I know, they only measure a couple of holes on the LPGA, but don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. But she still absolutely crushes those drives. And it'll be interesting to see how she takes that power and harnesses it around the Tanjong course because she's coming in brimful of confidence. And that's what the game is all about, having that confidence and belief.
Yeah, it takes me 2 shots to reach 320 yards. So, but hopefully with the Cobra Red Speed, we'll see if I get one.
Yeah, you see, you're just playing with the wrong clubs. That's why.
Yeah. Anyway, so also, it's not just about the game itself. I think the reach of women's golf has really increased over the last maybe decade or so. Why do you think this is? What's the main reason for this? And do you think that anything more needs to be done to increase that reach even more?
Well, so 10 years ago, you had the dominance of the South Koreans. And you've still got them as a dominant feature. But certainly when you look in this part of the world where we're from and where the focus is over the next couple of weeks, this week in Singapore, next week in Thailand, you have got players from Thailand. As you mentioned, Patty Tavatanakit, the Tanagan sisters. You had Yanni saying you've got the Japanese players as well. Hinako Shibuno is going to be teeing it up. You've got players from China. Shan Shanfeng is going to be there too. And so you're starting to see that talent spread beyond South Korea because these players are going, well, there's great money to be made if I work hard. And I think also in Asia, there's a really strong work ethic. And that has actually inspired the West to follow suit. So you're seeing the great Corder sisters and players like Charlie Hull, Mel Reid, and other players to hail out of the UK and Australia. Danielle Kang's going to be here. She has a South Korean heritage, but is American. And I think all of these players just push each other to get that little bit better each year. And I think that that's what we've got to enjoy and to look forward to, is that the depth of talent that we are seeing on the LPGA Tour. It's really hard to pick out a winner because we have been surprised over the last couple of weeks by Lydia Ko winning and Patty Tavatanakit. It's interesting if you put Lydia Ko, and actually they're not playing together, but you've got Lydia's going to be playing with Minjee Lee and Inbee Park in that first round. 3 awesome players. But it'd be great if you have Patty Tavatanakit and Lydia Ko playing together because, the driving distance is like 80 yards. But 2 players that have won on the tour. So it gives everybody that little bit of hope that you don't just have to smack it down the middle, that you take, a lot of brains and brawn to plot your way around the golf course. And that's what Ko did so well, Lydia. In Hawaii 2 weeks ago. I mean, she was the shortest in the field, Jonathan, and she won the tournament. That very rarely happens.
Yeah, and she won the tournament comfortably as well.
Yeah, by a country mile.
Yeah. So anyway, but I was just talking to some friends last week, and they actually told me that they actually enjoy watching women's golf more, for one particular reason. The men just bomb it too far, so they find it hard to identify with the game that the men are playing. So you have the Lydia Ko's and all who kind of, obviously she hits it further than the average club male golfer, but it's something we can relate to, I think, a bit more than the current men's game.
I think you're totally right. Yeah. I mean, as much as we love to see, huge drives hurtling down the fairway, to be able to see a little bit of reality, from a club golfer to go, on my very best day, I could hit that drive, or I could hit that 5-iron into the green. Then it gives everybody the hope and gets them back out on the golf course again. So I think the women, you can identify so much in what they're doing on the course that you want to emulate them. So it's going to be brilliant. We're going to struggle with crowds this week, as we know, COVID rules. But we've got a tournament in Singapore, and it's a live golfing event. So we're thrilled to have them back, and in Thailand next week. So let's be thankful for what we have got. But we do know that we're going to get world-class golf, because I think we've got, 6 of the top 10 are playing and 14 of the top 20. So that's a mighty field when the world is gripped by a pandemic. This is where it's happening in Singapore, and I'm really very much looking forward to seeing how the action unfolds.
Yeah, and this is the first, I think, large-scale televised golf event in Asia, I think, since the pandemic started. Yeah. So, and followed by Thailand next week. So it's good, exciting times for golf in this region. And we're going to take a closer look at the HSBC Women's World Championship, which not only brings the best players, but also gives spots to upcoming players like Singapore #1 Amanda Tan, who has a start. And that's just an amazing initiative as well, right?
Definitely.
Yeah,
it's all about the next generation. Although sometimes the next generation are older than the players who are in the field. I mean, you've got so many players. A couple of years ago, you were Ataya Titikul, the Thai amateur. I think was 15 years old when she could. They're getting younger and younger. I'm getting older and older, but you appreciate their talent. I think it's that no fear. That's what we need more in our life, Jonathan. That no fear. Go out on the golf course and crush it.
Okay, hold that thought. Okay, we're gonna take a look at behind the scenes because we spoke to Shandi Strong from the event organizer IMG to find out what it takes to stage larger event and stay safe during COVID-19. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I really love this tournament. Like I said, it's my third year working on it, and it was really devastating when it was cancelled last year due to COVID. So it is challenging this year, but me and the rest of the team are really excited to be back here. The tournament's been happening since 2008, so it has a really rich, long-standing history, and we are looking forward to showcasing one of Singapore's biggest sporting events this year. So I really enjoy how each day is different. So it brings about new challenges, and it definitely keeps me on my toes. I used to be able to travel internationally for different events. So I went to WGC, HSBC Champions, which is in Shanghai. So it was really cool to experience all these different places. The tough part, I'd say, is the long hours. So when you work on an event, you do put in some really long hours and late nights. But when you do see the final product and the event in full swing, it's definitely worth it. Yeah, it is tough. Health and safety is the top priority this year, so we've had to be creative in the way we stage the event. We've had to really reinvent the spectator experience due to limited capacity. So we've had to come up with a really extensive and robust digital and social media program, so fans can still stay connected to the tournament through all of our channels. And the broadcast has also been extended to 5 hours instead of 4, so they really do get a lot of action, even though they're not physically present. And many of our team who would normally fly down to Singapore for the event, they now have to work remotely. So it is a really challenging time, but our team is great, and we will deliver an outstanding event regardless. Where do I even begin with this? So essentially, we're split in half. So even the clubhouse, we have these massive partitions to split us down the middle. So for me, I'll be in the inner bubble, because the inner bubble is any international people flying in. So the LPGA, the players and the caddies. And then any local staff here in Singapore that have close contact with these people have to also enter the inner bubble. So the inner bubble is a really restricted pre-approved itinerary. So we can only go from the hotel to the golf course and back, nowhere else outside. We also have a really rigorous PCR and serology testing regime prior to and then during the entire week. So that's essentially the inner bubble in a nutshell. We're not allowed to go anywhere. Outer bubble, we cannot interact. So inner bubble and outer bubble have to stay separate. We have separate offices. Outer bubble stay in a different hotel. So they are mainly the people out doing the operations, and they don't really have a lot of contact with any international folks coming in. So that's the inner and outer bubble summed up as quickly as I can. Yeah, so we've worked really closely with the Singapore Tourism Board and the other relevant authorities within Singapore to make sure that we comply with all the safe management measures. And in Singapore, we call it Phase 3. So Phase 3 protocols around events opening back up. So we've worked with them really closely about the entire flow of the event, how guests would come in, health and safety of participants, guests, and obviously the wider Singaporean community are the tournament's highest priority. So no one is allowed on the golf course just because the players will be out there and they're in the inner bubble, and anyone in hospitality, they're in the outer bubble, the hospitality bubble. So it is difficult, but we've made it work, and we've worked closely with the Singapore Tourism Board, and we're quite confident in the way that we finalize all these protocols. Yeah, so we have a lot of outdoor branding here within Singapore, and I think the tournament coming back after a 1-year hiatus, people are really hungry for golf events to come back, and they're super excited. With the bubbles, we've split our media team. So we do have an inner bubble media center and an outer bubble media center. So this gives media a hybrid experience. They're still able to interview, but still have that one-on-one time. The LPGA also have a really robust online media hub that allows them to host different content, such as the press conferences. So it's available to everyone, even international media who would normally fly down and can't. Yeah, so HSBC and the event in general has given a spotlight to inspirational women in all facets of life. In terms of golf, we've extended sponsor invites to people who are in the early stages of their career. So, for example, we've had Minji Lee come as an invite in really early stages, and she's gone on to do really great things in her game. So that's awesome to watch. But we aren't just limited to golf. We've always shone a spotlight on inspirational women, and this year is no different. We do have an initiative this year called Swing It for the Game Changers, which you can read more about on our website. But we do shine a spotlight on 3 inspirational women who are paving a way through society. One off the top of my head, she makes edible cutlery. So after you finish eating your meal, you can actually eat the spoon that you've eaten your meal with. And it's really cool. You can learn more about it on our website and how HSBC are helping them. Yeah, we're really fortunate to work with some amazing partners. HSBC and LPGA have been with us from 2008, like I said, and have been great supporters of the event. HSBC recently announced their renewal of their key golf global sponsorships, so we're really grateful and excited to continue working with them for years to come. Sentosa Golf Club is obviously one of the best golf courses in the world, and we're really grateful to have them as a partner as well. The players love coming back here, and the course is always in championship conditions, so we're really grateful to every single partner that we have. This is a really, really tough question. There's so many great girls. Like you said, Patty just won her first major as a rookie, and Lydia just won, so you can't really rule her out. I might be biased, but I'm going to say Danielle Kang, purely because she bought me bubble tea in 2019. So I feel like we have a good connection there. So I'm going to say my girl, Danielle Kang.
Shandi speak Danielle Kang. What do you think? I think she's got a chance, you know. Yeah. Well, she came close 3 years back, right? When Michelle won.
Yeah, runner up to Michelle Wade, and she's such a gritty player. A lot of resilience. Although has had a bit of doubt in her game, she admitted a few weeks ago in a press conference. But when she's dialed in, not a long player, but that's what makes the rest of her game so impressive. You know, gets it on the green, gives herself a chance to hole apart. I think Jin Young Ko could do really well, and Minji Lee, because Minji Lee's been knocking on the door.
Yeah, I think due for a title, Minji. Great player, exciting to watch as well.
Yeah. No, she's a fan favorite here. I mean, Shandi, I have to say, what a great interview that was with Shandi, and she's awesome. And it always makes me laugh that when I catch up with the IMG team, sadly I won't this year, I'm out of the bubble, but you ask them when they've set their alarms on their phones, and it's always so funny because they go, there's one at 3:22, 3:28, 3:35 a.m. Like, they really do work and put in the long, hard hours, and they're up in the middle of the night. So hats off to them.
Yeah, if you're behind the scenes, then you really appreciate the hard work that goes into, staging an event like the HSBC Women. So hats off to the IMG team, LPGA, and everyone who's involved. So I've been for the last 4 or 5. Sad that's not gonna happen this year, sadly. But yeah, I'll watch it on TV with Kate, Tim, and Suen.
5 hours each day, Thursday through to Sunday.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Shandi speaking about how they create the inner bubble and the outer bubble. So everybody's moving in these different bubbles and not interacting at all, which is going to be really different from the way the event used to be, because there's quite a party going on, right, in the clubhouse.
Life used to be so easy. You would walk into a golf course and commentate and play golf and, set work on the television side. Now it's anything but. So I imagine that means that Shandi, after these two events, Singapore and Thailand, will have to serve quarantine in a hotel. So
when she gets back. Yep.
Yes. So, that's relentless dedication from her and the rest of the team. So maybe they can shout over the wall to each other from a distance, the inner bubble to the outer bubble.
And it's a bit odd that you're not going to be on site, not even the outer bubble. So you're actually commentating from Changi Airport.
Yeah, so we're going to the business park nearby, me, Tim, and Suan. We will be there. I mean, and that's also been a real challenge for TV production as well. So Scott and Ali Berry, who are executive producers and director, they've had to bring in, talent from Singapore who aren't used to working in golf. So we've got people that are working in different forms of entertainment are now being brought into golf. So, well done on them for getting a team and a crew together. And it will be interesting. We'll see what unfolds.
Okay, we've got a question from Lip Wee, a mutual friend of ours.
Oh, Lip.
So the question, hi Lip. Thanks for watching. So Lip's asking, Kate, which is the most challenging hole at the new Tanjong course?
Oh, I think without a doubt, it's the new third hole. Now, has anybody played this hole? Because it's changed during COVID and it's about 60 meters longer. So it used to be, 60 meters long. It's about 70 yards longer now. And it was a really straightforward par 4 up the slope with just a wedge into an elevated green. But now players are going to have to hit a decent drive, but then they're going to be left with a good 170 yards for their second, all the way uphill to a green that the members say is like a prawn cracker. That's what they call it because there's so many. Yes, it's a prawn cracker green. That's what we bumped into some members last week who were saying that. And so you're going to have to take. Most probably a number of players are going to go in hybrids to a small green that has a lot of lots of humps and hollows, a few Colin Montgomerys sitting underneath it, and it's going to be tough. So that is going to be a really difficult hole, in the first 3 holes to navigate your way around. So look out for that one. Okay,
that's going to be exciting. So if you want to watch the telecast of the HSBC Women's, it's on the Golf Channel, which is Astro Channel 822, Thursday to Sunday, 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. That's 5 hours of live golf.
And can we get the BOMO out and pray that there's not going to be any thunder and lightning? We need the red chilies out on each tee to make sure that he can wade off, the weather doctor can wade off the clouds, and so we can get the golf done and dusted each day.
I think they can do it virtually from KL, the BOMOs.
The do that. Okay.
Just use Zoom. We've got another question. It's from Tim.
He can buy the wine at 3:30. Okay. I'll spot him lunch the first morning. I think I can do that. Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, no, Tim Lowe is going to be in the box with me, which will be great. I will try not to laugh too much. He's a highly entertaining character, good golfer.
He is. Yeah, busy being a father and a husband now.
Oh my goodness me! Can you believe he's responsible enough to be a father? I don't know about that, but he's great fun. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, we're going to take a short break right now, Kate. Be right back, so stay on.
Cool.
Red Speed, and we are back live with Kate Burton. So we're gonna take it down to a slightly more personal level right now, Kate, to find out a bit more about yourself. In all these interviews that you've done over the years, who's the most interesting golfer that you've interviewed?
Who's the most interesting? Who's given some interesting answers? I interviewed Nick Faldo many years ago now, and
So
he's
Nick,
very
yeah.
Sir Nick Faldo, so a six-time major champion. He was great in the way that he was so honest, and I think that once you finished your playing career and you go the other side of the bell curve, and then you look back on your career, you can tend to be a bit more candid about everything. And I remember asking him about Tiger Woods, and it was when Tiger Woods was in his prime. And I was like, what do you think of Tiger Woods? Do you like the guy? No, not really. I don't really like him. I mean, I was very honest about that, and I really appreciated that. And he's an excellent after-dinner speaker, actually, Faldo. I think he's Monty's highly entertaining. Colin Montgomery, the Ryder Cup captain, he gives really good, insightful answers. I love Shan because Shan just goes off, and Shan says, if I can sleep, if I can eat, I don't like to practice. She's a girl after my own heart, and
she's my idol as well.
And every time she wins a golf tournament, she goes and buys a handbag. And a few years ago, she pretty much wrapped up the Asian swing. So she bought a lot of handbags back in 2018. So she was good. Sergio Garcia, I interviewed him once, and I asked him who he preferred out of Donald Trump, whose company, Donald Trump or Barack Obama. And he said Donald Trump, which made the whole audience go, wow, that was very surprising. We weren't expecting that from him. But he was lovely, so he was good. And Rory McIlroy is so honest, and I think that's why journalists love him. You leave a conversation with Rory McIlroy feeling quite enlightened afterwards, because he speaks from the heart, and that's what I like about him. He's very authentic, and I think he's now on the player advisory board of the PGA. So
good for him.
No, he's good. Thoughtful answers. All too often, you can meet sports stars who just go through the motions. And you can't remember anything. So if a player can give you a great soundbite, that's when you've done a good job and you've got something from them. Yeah,
that's what we journalists live for: good sound bites. And who's your favorite golfer?
No, there he is, my man. I had the biggest crush on Ernie Els when he won the US Open at Oakmont in the mid-90s. I recorded that on a Betamax tape. Is anybody old enough who joins this chat to know what a video recorder is? Okay, good, Jonathan. I'm glad that you understand me still. I think I've lost half of the audience that joined us this evening. But, no, oh my God, I had the biggest crush on him. And how dare he go and marry Lizelle? I thought I had a chance. I met him a couple of times at the Cisco World Match Play when it was at Wentworth Golf Club in the UK. But I've always liked him. The Big Easy. So that was good.
We've got a question from Ross Collette, all the way from England, the big ball guy. What's your best and worst TV commentary moment? Best and worst.
I'll be really honest and tell you my worst commentary moment. And do you remember the Dynasty Cup? So this was an event, a match play event between Asia and Japan back in 2005, Mission Hills. And I was the MC, and I was pretty green. I was pretty new to this whole business. And I walked onto the stage to announce the winning team. And I was so nervous. There was a bank of TVs. There was 1,000 people standing behind the 18th green. And I had Asia on my right, Japan on my left. And I stood up. And what was interesting at the time, it's sponsored by Visa. And their colours are blue and yellow. Okay, the Visa colours, which reminded me as a Brit of the Ryder Cup, because I'd grown up watching the Ryder Cup, loved the Ryder Cup, my favourite event ever. And so all I could see was yellow and blue, and it's a match play event between two teams. And I was so nervous that I lost my whole train of thought and concentration, and I stood on the stage with the two teams right and left. And I said, well, ladies and gentlemen, what an epic Dynasty Cup we have just witnessed over the last 3 days. And I am delighted to announce that the winners of the 25 edition is Europe. Asia. Is Asia. I, out of a competition that involved two teams, announced the wrong team. I don't know how They weren't even there.
Which wasn't even a competition.
No, they weren't even there. It was horrible. I wanted to crawl into a small hole, never to emerge again. I don't know what came over me, but what I have learned since then is to prepare, and don't ever just go on stage and wing it, because you never know when you might be caught out. But thankfully, I haven't made that mistake since.
Okay, Kate, we're going to take a short breather again, because we're going to flash the questions for the giveaways today. So guys, gals who are watching, remember we have 2 separate giveaways today. And the first one is for the HSBC Women's World Championship merchandise, signed merchandise. We still don't know who's going to sign it, but it'll be signed by one of the players. So remember, put all 3 answers in one comment with the hashtag HWWC Golf. So here are the questions for the HSBC giveaway. Question 1. Which golf course is the venue for the 2021 HSBC Women's World Championship? That's a gimme. Question 2. What is the name of the drink that Marika had in the turn at Templar Park? Question number 3. Name one of the ingredients in the loser's drink for this episode's Gila Challenge. Now, this hasn't happened yet, so you got to stay on and watch the rest of the show to find out the third answer. So remember, 3 answers, 1 comment. Put it down. We'll select the winners tomorrow. The second giveaway is the Cobra, the Puma Cat giveaway. And all the answers were actually in the Red Speed driver review we saw earlier with Shen Wei and the ad as well. So the first question is, how many driver models are featured in the Cobra Red Speed driver review? Okay, simple. If you're watching, you know. Second question, what is the key technology in the Cobra Red Speed drivers? Okay, so remember, for this contest, 2 answers, 1 comment, and hashtag Red Speed. So you'll select the winners tomorrow. Good luck, guys. Keep those answers coming. Okay, Kate, we're going to move on to your favorite segment, which the G-Spot.
I'm very intrigued.
Okay, so yeah, so this basically the G-Spot is about style, you know, so things that hit the G-Spot in golf, you know, it could be clubs, it could be caps, it could be apparel, you know, it could be someone's swing. So yeah, so this episode we're going to show ladies fashion. So Sean and I have selected women's fashion, you know, so I don't know what kind of
ladies fashion.
Yeah, so these are our picks of the best dressed lady golfers. I thought we did a pretty good job. So okay, let's see the first one.
All right.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's Arya Jutanugan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels cool, right? Yeah.
She's rocking it there.
Yeah, and the next one. My favorite, Christina Kim.
Yeah, she's got about 35 of the Kang caps, hasn't she?
Yeah. So this was at the Lotte Championship, so I think with the whole Hawaiian vibe and all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Who's next? Next we have.
Okay.
That's Nelly Corda.
That's Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica Corda. Yeah. In
Adidas.
Cool. Yeah. Adidas. Yeah. I think probably the prime green, the new range. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If I had legs like that, I'd wear skirts that short as well.
Okay. So far we're doing a good job, right? Our selection, Kate.
I like your style. I think you're
okay.
You're cruising.
Who's next? Lexi Thompson. Looking good in Puma Golf.
Yeah, it's hard for her not to look good. I mean, you know, what an athlete, and dresses incredibly well.
Yeah. And up next we have
Lydia
Cole. Yeah, she's got a new sponsor, Renoma, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, for apparel. Yeah. So
she changes a lot in her game. Caddies.
Yeah.
Coaches. Clubs. Yeah. Try and keep up.
Yeah. Okay. Who's up next? This is. Jeez, I forgot who this is.
Yes, this is the Japanese golfer.
Correct. I forgot her name, but that's so cool. You know, it's like a prison break, jailbreak kind of look.
Yeah, no, those guys look stunning. I go to
Yeah.
Japan each year to commentate at the Toto
Yeah.
Japan Classic, and they, very sartorial on the golf course. So, yeah, looking good.
Okay, who's next?
Wheezy.
That's Michelle Wee, when she made a comeback in Nike, as she usually. Is she in Nike now?
Yeah, she is nice. She's always been
still,
Nike.
Still Nike, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
and she's
think
also
she'll ever leave Nike, yeah.
Yeah, she's launched a hoodie as well. If you go on to lpj.com for a foundation, so it's a good LPJ hoodie. So she's she's got some sass and style about her.
Yeah, good to see her back in action, albeit not really 100% competitive, but yeah, well, we'll see. And that's Nelly.
That's Nelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking, again, with those kind of legs, how can you go wrong, right, Kate?
But what an athlete, and what a family that she's got as well.
Yeah, Megan, Peter Koda, tennis champion.
The brother, mum played tennis for Czechoslovakia too.
The mum was a gymnast, right?
No, she played tennis. Regina.
Tennis as well. Okay.
Yeah. So amazing.
All right, and next we have Purnanong Patlom with a loud mouth, right?
Loudmouth, and she always gets her colleagues to dress the same as her.
Matching as well, yeah, correct. She brings a lot of color. She's due for a win, I think, Purnanong.
She's gorgeous. Gorgeous girl, great player. Had her chance at the British Open a couple of years ago. Came very close to eventual winner Georgia Hall.
Yeah, I think she had a good chance in one of the signed WLPGAs as well.
I like your style.
Okay, thank you. Mine and Sean's, So what do you think of women's fashion these days, compared to how it's evolved over the years? It's much more color, it's much more athletic, I think, right now.
Yeah, and I think it needs to be much more athletic as well. Gone are the days when, a lot of these golfers on the professional tours would not be allowed to play at the stuffy golf clubs back in the UK, for example, because their skirts would be too short and they wouldn't have collared shirts. We're like, guys, this is 2021. It's not 1921. We need to move the times. Why we can't wear outfits like they do in tennis? It's an athletic game.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, to me, there should be no difference at all. So I would like to see the girls looking comfortable, feeling athletic, being able to get that, maneuverability around the golf course, especially in hot climates like we have here in Asia.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, anyway, we got another short commercial break, so stay tuned, everyone. We'll be right back.
A physics lesson from the longest driver in tour history.
The more forward the CG, the faster the ball speed. Adding weight to the back improves MOI and forgiveness. But what happens when you can do both? What if you could radically increase the distance between the front and back weights? You just might make our longest, fastest, straightest driver ever. How fast? Don't blink.
It's unreal the way it's the ball, right?
Oh, I know. It's bonkers. I was still trying to work out that Japanese golfer. Is it Mamiko Higa? I can't remember.
I think it was, yeah. Sean's having all the flashcards.
It's really high tech.
Yeah. So anyway, speaking of high tech, we're gonna move to something quite stupid right now. It's called the Gila Challenge, where the producers, they just get a kick out of making me and Sean do silly stuff. So this time around, it's called the Upper Lu Kato Challenge, which is absolutely hilarious. In case you're wondering, Upper Lu Kato is Malay for what on earth are you saying?
Okay.
And it was quite a tasty challenge. So let's have a look.
What's up, Gila Golfers? Welcome back to the Gila Challenge, and this week's episode is about Apa Lukato, where each of us is going to rotate. We're going to wear this noise-cancelling headphones with music that's going to be blasting from the EDM selection of the producers. The winner will be one who guesses as many right on this. The loser Jono?
Yeah, the loser has to down this shot. From what I gather, there is ketchup in this, chili sauce. Alamak.
I'm getting a stomach ache just listening to Jono talk.
I know.
But we all know who's going to win it. So, Jono, you might as well just take it now, or you want to go through the whole regime?
No. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
I'm not really saying anything. I'm not really saying anything.
I'm not a man anymore.
I'm not really saying anything. No? Give up?
I heard I'm not a man anymore.
No, he's not a man. But one down.
You've got to be the greatest caddy in the world.
Try again.
You're yelling. Okay. You've got to be the greatest caddy in the world.
You got to say the words. I can't read your lips. Next one is Kopka arrives with intention to play in the Masters. Kopka arrives with the intention to play in the Masters.
Kopka has arrived to play in the Masters. She sells seashells by the seashore.
Seashells on the seashore.
Well done.
Sometimes you think it's raining stones and golf balls.
Sometimes you think it's raining stones and golf balls. Right? Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
A few moments later.
Try again.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Much later.
In a pineapple hut. Golf is a game where you yell for.
One more?
Golf is a game where you yell for.
Golf is a game
Okay?
where you yell for. Is it correct? Alright, for the win!
Hey, here we go, guys. Gila Golfers signing off.
Okay? There you go. I tell you,
Yeah.
if not, yuck is right. Thank God I won that challenge, because this is actually the first challenge I've won. We've done 4, I think. Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah. So I can't
my.
wait. I can't wait to see what the producers have in store for us, because they just keep getting worse and worse. So yeah.
Did he manage to
Oh.
keep it down?
Well, he downed a few beers after that. So yeah. Hey, that's Sean. The first time Sean's gone. He's posted a comment. First time Jono wins. Yes, but not the last. Anyway, we're gonna move on to slightly less trivial stuff, and back to Kate. I'm gonna talk about your company, KB Momentum, where you conduct coaching for communication skills and public speaking. Do you enjoy doing that?
I do. It's great fun. Yes, because everybody's had to jump on Zoom and the whole world has gone virtual, which is a bit of a drag. But I help people to communicate with confidence. So I'm doing that whilst I'm not commentating. And hopefully I'll be able to, get back out on the golf course a little bit more. But kbmomentum.com. So thanks for the shout out. If anybody's looking to communicate with a little bit more confidence and be more engaging and make more of a connection with your clients or whoever, then please get in touch. But this week, I'm firmly focused on being a golf commentator. It's good to be back.
Okay, good to have you back, and good to have professional golf back in this part of the world. Hopefully, we'll see more. We've got another comment. No, that's Sean again. Yeah. We'll just ignore that. Yeah, it's Sean. So
I think we're still looking for it.
yeah. Okay. Anyway, in tying in with that earlier question about what you do outside of golf, so you're very much an empowered woman. What's your advice to young ladies in the early stages of their careers? No matter what field. Maybe someone like Shandi.
Yeah, wow, Shandi doesn't need much help. She spoke so brilliantly, so eloquently, and with confidence. And I think my best advice would be to live with purpose. Find something that you enjoy doing, focus on it, and do it to the best of your abilities. And I think that living with purpose, no matter what it is, whether you play golf, whether you like dancing, whether you like playing other sports, or whether you're more academic, but whatever it is, pick something that you're good at and really apply yourself, because there are so many opportunities in the world now. The world's changing so much as well, isn't it, Jonathan? We're a lot more entrepreneurial. And so believe in yourself, find your purpose, and really live with passion, which I know can sound a bit cliched, but if you keep asking yourself good questions, the answers lie within. So ask yourself some soul-searching questions. What do you want to do? Where do you want to be in your life when you're 20, when you're 25? And then focus on what you want to achieve.
Great advice from a woman who's achieved lots in her career and personally. So, and one woman who's definitely achieved a lot is two-time HSBC Women's World Championship winner Inbee Park. So we actually got to speak to Inbee for 5 minutes this morning, right after the press conference, just a sweet spot. And we did something a little bit different. We asked her what her favorite things were. So take a look.
Favorite food? I think my favorite food is Korean food, because it is Korean. I mean, I have so many. I love the Marvel movies. All the Marvel movies I really love. And I really like romantic movies as well, like Notebook. So yeah, it's very different genre, but I love those. Yeah. Bruno Mars. Treasure. I mean, I love all his songs, but that's just really came up to mind. I don't think I really have one, because I don't play really any other sport, and I think before I played golf, I really loved skiing. But I mean, as soon as I got on the professional tour, because of the injuries, I stopped skiing. So, but I really love skiing.
Favorite sport to watch then?
Sport to watch, I love watching tennis. I love watching soccer. I love baseball. So, well, I think I gotta say, whenever I get to go holiday with my dog Rio and my husband, so we have a lot of holidays with them. So not to specify one, but I think the member is very important.
That was nice, wasn't it?
She's lovely. I like her.
She's just so down to earth, and so easy to talk to. And I just find it amazing that she mentioned her dog before her husband when she said favorite.
Her husband's on the bag this week, because Brad Beecher is normally her caddy, and they've had lots of success together. But because of COVID restrictions, you can only bring one person with you. So she's bringing up her husband, who's going to caddy. He's also her swing coach. So he's one of the full service caddies on tour. So
okay, full service sounds a bit okay. Never mind, scratch that. But she couldn't bring a dog. She couldn't bring a dog. So
I don't think she'll get that. I don't think she'll get her dog into Singapore, sadly. You'll have to stay at home.
Okay, Sean keeps irritating us with questions, so we're gonna humor him. So Kate, tell us the 3 golfers you would love to play with in one flight, male or female.
Okay, I would love to play with Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Oh, okay.
Because I think that they are hilarious, the two of them. They're brilliant. They starred in many movies together. You want golfers? I mean, I'm thinking more about the banter and the good fun we're going to have out on the golf course. Because I would choose Barry.
It could be non-golf, could be celebrities.
Okay.
I didn't know Dwayne Johnson played golf. No?
Yeah, I don't know if he does, but just being out on a golf course with him would be hilarious for 4 hours. You'd have plenty of stories to tell. So I would love that. Yeah, Barack Obama, Kevin Hart, and The Rock. But golfers, who would I love? Lorena Ochoa, Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods.
That's one hell of a flight.
Yeah, that would be pretty special as well.
Okay, Kate, I think we are running out of time. We've actually overrun quite a bit, but it's been a blast, and thank you so much for joining us and for sharing your insights and really just brightening up the whole show.
Oh, well, Jonathan and Sean, thank you ever so much for inviting me. And I can see that there's lots of comments down the right-hand side. So you've got Ken, Adrian, Sudip, Elizabeth. You've got a great audience here who are super enthusiastic. So thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, so thanks, Kate. Good luck with the commentary, and we'll see you on TV at the HSBC Women's World Championship.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you. Let's have a great
Bye,
week.
Kate. See ya.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, guys, this brings us to the end of the Sweet Spot episode 4, the Fairer Game, and amazing to have Kate in the show, plus all our other guests who did recorded interviews, Shandi Strong, Inbee Park, Enshen Wei for the Red Speed review, and of course a big shout out to all our sponsors, Cobra Puma Golf, Volvo, SIMW Swedish Auto, and not forgetting to all our Muslim viewers, Salam Ramadan and Selamat Berpuasa. Just 2 weeks ago to Hari Raya, so hang in there, guys. Have a blast. And of course, not forgetting the HSBC Women's World Championship. We are truly proud to be the official media partner of such a great event. So stay tuned to the Gila Golfers Facebook page, Instagram, and YouTube for more updates on the tournament. Till the next episode, this is Gila Golfers signing off. I'll see you on the next episode of The Sweet Spot.